Hello and welcome to our series on Jack's Curated Business Ideas. My name is Olayinka Carew, aka Jack Lookman. Today's topic is monetizing life experience. Preamble. Are you someone with few skills? Are you an older citizen? Do you require additional income? Do you wish to reduce the burden on your children? Could you be a content creator? Do you require a side hustle? Do you wish to add value to society? Do you wish to explore latent skills? Could you be sitting on a pot of gold? Could you leverage social media? Would you love to think outside the box? Could you become impactful? Could you make a difference? Is that degree of life accumulating dust? Could you monetize life experiences? Could you monetize your life experience? Is your life experience a waste? Is your life experience accumulating dust? Are you sleeping on gold? Is that far away dream right there by your side? Is it awaiting execution? Could you collaborate? Could you make it happen? Could you make hay while the sun shines? Or will you wait until after then, when the opportunity leaves? Could there be learnings for others? Could you share your story? Could your story be anonymous? Do you need to be learned? Do you need to be successful? Have you made any little life wins? Have you succeeded where others failed? Could pitfalls be avoided? Successes, failures, pitfalls? Good, bad, ugly? Is it original? Is it valuable? Is it interesting? Has it got great potential? Do you wish to monetize? If yes, this project may be of interest. Will you love to find out how? If you have answered yes to any or more of these questions, please continue consuming this content. Now to YouTube videos. To YouTube viewers. If you are watching this video on YouTube, it has timestamps. You could zoom into the subject topics of interest, or that's the subtopics of interest. Now, introduction. I see different people, simple everyday people. I see different everyday people, some with inspirational stories which could inspire children and positively impact their lives. stories which could impact their mindsets as well as expectations, stories which could mold them into greater and better adults. But some of these stories are not told in the media or papers. They are not in textbooks, are not taught in university. They are buried in sands of time because the authors are not visible. Could this present an entrepreneurial opportunity for the benefit of both parties? Could the story originator benefit as well as the content creator? Could society benefit as well as the world at large? Let's explore possibilities with the hope of answering the above. Now, will the narration be anonymous? Some of the content may be sensitive. There is, however, a need to share experiences to enable learning. Anonymity may be the way forward. Legalities shall be put in place to protect the narrator, and that's to protect the identity of the narrator. That way, great content may be shared and the process may be richer. Possible learnings from failure. As negative as failure may seem, there are benefits which may come forth. For example, pitfalls to avoid, lessons from failure, and how the failure was overcome. Benefits of the project. Some potential benefits from this project include financial benefits, impact, empowerment, inspiration, fame, wealth, opportunity, jobs, skill enhancement, etc. Could this project become a cash cow? If the content is well curated, if due diligence is applied, if the content is relevant, and if well accepted, if the content is well marketed, and if the project is blessed, you could make a lifetime of passive income. You could even monetize in your grave. Is there a need for collaboration? To execute this project, you could do a solo effort or you could collaborate. Research and consider the pros and cons and decide the path that best suits you. There is the option of collaborating with narrators or collaborating with suitable others. You could profit share or you could pay them off. It's your judgment call to protect and manage your best interest. Collaboration opportunities with Jack Lookman. Have you come across our products and services? Do they resonate with you? Would you like to have a chat? Could you add value to our doings? Could you benefit therefrom? Would you love to collaborate with Jack Lookman? If yes, please send an email to jacklookman@yahoo.co.uk. Use an appropriate subject heading and a brief narrative will give your request due consideration by God's grace. Now let's go back to the presentation. Now, collection of experiences. The content shall be concise, anonymous, easy to digest, of great value. The content shall be interesting and also relevant to its audience. Now, could you collaborate? Yes, you could. You may be an academic, you may be literate, you may be illiterate, you may be semi-literate. It doesn't really matter. What's important is to communicate the valuable life experience or experiences. The content creator and suitable others will do the rest. Could content be created on one or more platforms? Yes, it could. On platforms such as ebooks, paperbacks, social media, blogs, vlogs, podcasts, etc. Could there be a template for the content? This might be beneficial. It could make the process more structured. Give some thought to this. Create your template and modify it as necessary. Could the content be evergreen? As long as the content is rich, as well as relevant and valuable, it could become an evergreen product. Yourself and generations could benefit financially and morally. Expectation management and disclaimer. For this project, there is possibility of success or failure. Nothing is guaranteed. Effort and time is required. Skills are required. Commitment is required. Acceptability by content consumers is required. Grace and blessings are also required, etc. What format will it take? The content could be in one or more of these formats: text, audio, video, animation, narrative, interview, etc. How could the project be funded? It could be funded individually, by family and friends, by crowdfunding, by bank loan, by investors, and etc. How could life experience be monetized? For the purpose of this presentation, you could monetize life experience by creating content. This content could be on various platforms, in different formats, in different languages, and for different audiences. You could monetize via product sales, adverts, marketing, sponsors, etc. Who shall own the intellectual rights? Who owns it? This could be negotiated with concerned parties or stakeholders. Agreements shall be articulated. It could be jointly or singularly owned. Legalities shall be put in place to avoid conflict. The process needs to be fair and transparent. The aim is for a win-win by all concerned parties. Is life experience taught in the classroom? The simple answer is no, or maybe little. Different life and other experiences are captured on different media: textbooks, films, videos, social media, verbal, letters, novels, comedies, documentaries, etc. But these may only be a drop in the ocean. Is there really a degree on life experience? To get a degree, you may need to go to university, but life experience is much beyond university. There is no major script for it. Maybe more of guidance. For example, academics and professionals could fail at marriage. They could also fail at bringing up desirable children. Some academics may be bad cooks. Some may be able to effectively manage money. Some may have poor domestic skills, relying on cleaners to keep the house clean. Some may only be academically smart, but may not be street smart. Some crumble in the face of adversity, and some are only good in their different specialties. Some don't get all life learning you therefore don't get all life learning in university. On the other hand, life teaches lots of lessons. These could be informal or formal. If these are found to be worthy, we could hypothetically give a degree of life learning. This could, however, be difficult to quantify. Or couldn't it? In what language should the content be? Now consider a single language, multiple languages, translations. Though it's a judgment call, it's suggested to be in multiple languages. This may, however, impact your finances and resources. If the return on investment becomes much higher, then it may be proved a wise decision to do it in multiple languages. That way, you may have a wider reach and wider impact. Some legal considerations to ponder: agreements, contracts, profit sharing formula, intellectual rights, ethics, general data protection regulation in Europe, indemnification, anonymity as necessary, etc. Could there be any leveraging options? Yes, there could be. You could leverage your network, your skills, your wider network, freelancers, the internet, social media, interpersonal skills, your experience, your exposure, your strengths, etc. Some marketing plan considerations. You may want to consider budget, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, social media marketing, influencer marketing, traditional marketing, advertising, referrals, outsourcing the marketing, managing the marketing process, etc. Mentoring with Jack Lookman. Are you enjoying the content? Have you consumed other content by Jack Lookman? Do you resonate with content by Jack Lookman? Will you love to be mentored by Jack Lookman? It doesn't matter your age. Learning is lifelong. We could actually learn from each other. Consider visiting jacksempowerment.com. Search for Jack's Mentoring 101. We have free and paid content. If interested, please send a brief email to jacklookman@yahoo.co.uk. Use an adequate subject heading and a short narrative. Some thoughts on the methodology and process. Interviewing the narrator, scouting for possible narrators, content creation, content editing, publishing on multiple platforms, quality control, marketing, profit sharing, monetization, data capture, social media leverage, advertising, legalities, accountability, transparency, payment of royalties, trust, etc. Monetization plan. You can explore product sales, platform monetization, e.g. social media, blog, etc. Royalties, conversion to films or skips, interviews, public speaking, platform adverts, private label rights, etc. Some suggested niches: males, females, youths, students, undergraduates, graduates, widows, widowers, artisans, professionals, villagers, underprivileged, elderly, survivors, orphans, illiterates, semi-literates, diasporas, etc. Potential opportunities from the project: monetization, wealth creation, job creation, impact, value, societal enrichment, lingual enrichment, education, mailing list, marketing, remarketing, enlightenment, skill enhancement, empowerment, inspiration, etc. At Jack Lookman Limited, our mission is to empower and inspire generations by leveraging the internet. Yes, it's about empowerment and inspiration. Now, when you create the content, who owns the intellectual rights? Is it the narrator, the content creator, the entrepreneur, the publisher, social media platforms, other publishing platforms? Some thoughts to consider are negotiations, legalities, fairness, profit sharing formula, royalty, compromise, joint ownership, etc. Could passive income be earned? The content has potential of yielding passive income. You put in the initial effort and then carry out maintenance as necessary, and of course, marketing. Once the content is of great value, the business could become a cash cow. On which platforms could content be published? Some considerations are social media, paperbacks, blogs, podcasts, ebooks, television, radio, etc. Some profit sharing formula considerations: negotiation, fairness, legalities, royalty, payment dates, payment methods, empathy, trust, accountability, and on transparency. What resources are required? Human resources, equipment, narrators, platforms, positive mindset, relevant skills, empathy, transportation, etc. Some scope considerations: interesting content, great value, impactful content, original content, profitable content. Some suggested skills: storytelling, content creation skills, language skills, basic legal skills, communication skills, interpersonal skills, basic information technology skills, social media skills, marketing skills, entrepreneurial skills, marketing, profit sharing formula skills, etc. Could a team be of benefit? An ideal team could include the undermentioned. However, some individuals could carry out multiple activities because they could have multiple skills. Below are suggested team members or skills: content creator, linguist, translator, legal personnel, social media personnel, marketer, entrepreneur, publisher, scout, driver, etc. What exactly is the idea? It's about curating beneficial content from interesting life experiences, especially from untapped sources such as the elderly, the disadvantaged, the deprived, professionals, common people, etc. It's about curating content, commercializing it, and profit sharing. Internet, technology, and social media shall be extensively leveraged. What's the inspiration for the idea? I see some elderly people, those of great knowledge and experience. Some wallow in poverty, some have little income, some are victims of lack of planning, some are victims of corruption, some beg directly or indirectly, some just watch the days rolling by, but they probably sit on a pot of gold without them knowing. They have a wealth of experience which could be turned into cash. Some have marital experiences, some have work experiences, some have parental experiences, some survived against the odds, some have spiritual experiences, some have culinary experiences of different traditional meals which may go extinct. Maybe the list is endless. Could these experiences be curated by them or via collaborators? Could they be standalone content, or could the content be merged with others? Could they be on different platforms and in different languages? Isn't this the marriage of content creation with life experience, technology, and entrepreneurism? Is this a good inspiration, or will it cause depression? What are your thoughts? What are the threats to this idea? Some examples are conflict between stakeholders, lack of communication, intellectual theft, not carrying out due diligence, inadequate funding, lack of interest in the content, inadequate marketing as well, etc. Here is a suggested value chain. The story originator or narrator, the content creator, the entrepreneur, the publisher, the platform or platforms, the content consumer, generations of consumers, educational institutions, legal personnel, parents, children, youths, adults, etc. Excuse me. What's the value proposition? The value on offer is the sharing of experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly, for people to benefit, to mold opinions, to enrich society, to avoid unnecessary pitfalls, to create income streams, and to make the world a better place. What does life experience entail? It entails any activity or observation by humans. For the purpose of this content, such experience shall be beneficial and add value to generations. If value is given, entrepreneurial rewards shall follow. Who benefits from this venture? The story originator or narrator, the content creator, the entrepreneur, children, youths, adults, society, and generations. Now, volume and quality of content. Content shall be concise, entertaining, educational, and of great value. Quality shall be prioritized over quantity. Dispensation of financial proceeds. Please consider the undermentioned: stakeholders, charity, recycling, agreement, contract, timely dispensation, effective administration, accountability, transparency. Solo stories or compilations. When curating content, should it be for one or multiple niches? Should the target demographic be singular or multiple? It could be either or both. That shall be a judgment call for stakeholders. Think about economics, impact, logistics, etc. You could also decide to do individual stories, for example, into books, or you might also want to consider doing a compilation of short stories. It's a judgment call, as I said. Could I do this business as a side hustle or a full hustle? Again, it's a judgment call. You need to evaluate the time and resources spent, as well as the financial returns. If it's financially viable to sustain your needs and those of dependents, you may consider it as a full hustle. Otherwise, you may consider doing it as a side hustle. If there is, however, little or no return, you may reconsider your steps and either terminate the venture or change your approach and strategy. Some budgetary considerations: costing, expenses, cash flow, planning, logistics, return on investment, pricing, funding, staffing, etc. If you make your profit, should you reinvest? The simple answer is yes. You may, however, decide on the percentage to invest. Once you get the success formula, you may invest more resources and improve on your doing. That way, you could multiply your profit and grow the business much faster. You could also impact many more people. Some costing and pricing considerations. Think about time, resources, money, return on investment, office, logistics, human resources, equipment, costs, profit and break-even period, affordability, competition, value, reasonability, etc. Conclusion. The whole purpose of this academic exercise is to optimize life experiences, add value to society, empower willing participants, create income streams, explore the entrepreneurial opportunity, create wealth, create jobs, minimize direct or indirect begging, reduce financial burdens on children, create financial independence, restore dignity of the participants, encourage thinking outside the box, stimulate thought processes, improve self-esteem, etc. Now, here is a bit about Jack Lookman. He qualified as an engineer. He has varied work experience in unpaid and unpaid roles and in different sectors. He is currently a content creator, mentor, affiliate marketer, multiple author, entrepreneur, collaborator, and volunteer. He has experienced life's ups and downs. He's blessed with children. Books by Jack Lookman. You can visit amazon.co.uk and search for Jack Lookman. You can also check on seller.co. If you go to https seller.co/m/Jack Lookman, that is https://seller.co/m/Jack Lookman, or you could do an internet search for Jack Lookman. I shall post relevant links at the description section of this presentation. Other resources by Jack Lookman. You can check out our websites, jacksempowerment.com, jacklookman.co.uk, jalu.com. You can also check our YouTube channel if you search for Jack Lookman. You can also check our another YouTube channel if you search for business ideas, etc. You can also check us on Facebook, search for Jack Lookman, and also on Facebook, search for business ideas, etc. Did you get value? Did you learn one or two things? Did this presentation stimulate your thoughts? Could it benefit family or friends? If yes, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and reposting. Also consider purchasing our products and services. Now, the transcript of this video is at jacksempowerment.com. Search for Jack's Curated Business Idea and then search for Monetizing Life Experience. The ebook and paperback shall be published so shortly. Will you like to collaborate? Does the Jack Lookman brand resonate with you? If you would like to collaborate, please send an email to jacklookman@yahoo.co.uk using an appropriate subject heading and narrative. Will you like to be mentored by Jack Lookman? If yes, please send an email to jacklookman@yahoo.co.uk. Use an appropriate subject heading and narrative. Thank you very much for your time. This is Olayinka Carew, aka Jack Lookman, signing off. Ireo, Irekabiti.